actually leading right now by 2 points, are they? And this was listen, Javon Carter. Javon Carter is definitely finding his rhythm and what he needs to do for the Chicago Bulls team. 3 or 4 from three-point range with 9 points coming off the bench. But Nikola Vucevic, we talked about how Vuce and Jokic always match up well against each other. Vuce right now with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists from Nikola Vucevic in this game. Zach LaVine, 2 of 5. He hit that last three-pointer before halftime, so that was good to see. He's getting to the free throw line 3 times so far in that first half. DeMar DeRozan's 3 for 8. So right now, the Chicago Bulls are shooting 42% from the field, 37% from three-point range. They've taken 16 three-pointers, and the Denver Nuggets have taken 17 three-pointers, hit the same 6. So right now, the Chicago Bulls outpacing them with the three-pointers in the game as well. And turnovers. The Bulls are winning the turnover battle right now. So those are things kind of going right and in the Bulls' direction so far in this game. And that's kind of what you want to see from the Bulls. You want to see the defense tighten up for sure. I'm not as happy right now with how the defense has looked at certain times in the game. But again, that's just kind of a me thing. I understand not everybody may be as, a stickler for that. When it comes to some of the other things, the Bulls right now have 18 points off turnovers, where the Denver Nuggets have 13. Also, the second chance point battle. The Bulls have 9 second chance points to the Denver Nuggets, only 2 second chance points. So those are really positive stats for the Chicago Bulls as they are trying to hold on to this lead. So we'll see. But yeah, I like how the Bulls are playing. I like the energy that they're playing with. They definitely need to tighten up some execution things, I think, on both sides of the ball. But overall, they're playing enough. The Denver Nuggets are one of the best first quarter teams in basketball, and they paced themselves with them nicely. And then they came into that second quarter, able to keep it close. The thing we need to look out for the Chicago Bulls, though, is how they come out of the second half, specifically in the fourth quarter. But we got to get through the third quarter first. So you want to see how they're going to respond. If Denver tries to go on a run right now, we'll see what they do with that. Aaron Gordon's 3 for 5 for that team with 10 points. Michael Porter Jr.'s 2 for 7 for 8 points. And then Nikola Jokic is 3 for 6. So this team can shoot the ball better than what they have. I'm glad that the Bulls haven't really let a role player go off hugely for them yet. Jamal Murray went down. I don't think Jamal Murray ever came back into the game. Reggie Jackson does have 7 points for them also. And then you got Christian Braun with 8 points. But no role players really going off big on the Chicago Bulls so far in this game. So pretty good first half. I like a lot of what I saw from them. Let's see how they're going to continue it in the second half of the game. Not bad first half, pretty close game. We need to get better on the offensive boards. Let's see. That's a great point call. I hadn't even looked at that. So right now, the Chicago Bulls have 4 offensive rebounds to the Denver Nuggets 3. So keep in mind, offensive rebounds, teams typically don't average a high number of offensive rebounds. That's kind of one of those stats that you don't see teams averaging a lot of offensive rebounds. So listen, I think they're keeping up pace, right? And that's the key thing that you want. We talked about how the Denver Nuggets are coming into this game the 17th best rebounding team in the league. So that's really where the Bulls can try to make up some ground. Rebound the ball. If you can win that rebound battle, that's going to get you some extra things. So we definitely want to see that tighten up for the Chicago Bulls as well. And so we'll see, man. Right now, surprisingly enough, the Chicago Bulls are in the top 10 as far as offensive rebounds per game. Keep in mind, offensive rebounds were a big sticking point as far as the negative for the Chicago Bulls last season. So, if they can continue that pace, that's going to have them, like I said, top 10. Last year, the Chicago Bulls averaged 8.5 offensive rebounds per game. They've almost doubled their offensive rebounds per game. That's a good thing. Let's see if that continues for the Chicago Bulls in this game. Claude says, I like Torrey Craig. Completely agree with you. I like Torrey Craig a lot in this one. It's so funny how everybody laughed at me when I said Nikola Vucevic should be the main focal point of the offense. Listen, I think a lot of people started to come around to that as well. Let's Talk Bull says, I like this halftime thumbnail. I appreciate that, bro. I actually want to talk to you about some design because I'm still a novice with Photoshop. I'm trying to do something, but I'll hit you up personally and ask you about that. I'm not going to lie. Javon Carter's proven every game that he should be in the starting lineup. I like Kobe White, but I feel like he doesn't fit. I know that's your thing right now, Shay, and I won't say he hasn't proven it every game. I will say over the last 3 games, we've seen a much improved Javon Carter. He's really starting to find his rhythm for sure. Jay Lee says, why would Zach go one on 4 towards? That was one of those basketball IQ things again from Zach LaVine, right? Always one of those he always does some basketball IQ type thing that just throws him off. Matthew says, one word to describe the Bulls first half: composed. I think that's fair. Nikola Vucevic is laughing at y'all. Whoever said he can't play defense. That's well, he always plays good defense to get Jokic. AC's injured. Did he not come back in the game? I can't remember. Hold on, I can check. Give me 1 second. Alex Caruso came back. He played 3 minutes and 46 seconds in the second quarter, so he did come back in the game. So hopefully that means he's okay there. Carter is hotter than a Lil Wayne album, right? That's hilarious. That's actually funny. That's really funny. Mike Jones in the building says, hey, you talked all summer about how good the signings were of Carter and Craig, and both them brothers paying dividends so far this season. Absolutely, right? Javon Carter, like I said, really took the first couple of games to find his rhythm. He found that rhythm now, and now he's coming in the games. And you immediately feel his impact and what Javon Carter's trying to do. Really respect that man, Javon Carter. So Robert chips in with, why isn't Carter out there at the end of the half? He's one of your hottest shooters tonight. Listen, but that's one thing with Billy Donovan. He does not ride the hot hand very well. I noticed this last season, the Nuggets tend to rush Jokic when we pull Vooch out. Do you think they recognize Vooch as the threat he is? I feel like some teams try to brush him off and then he kills them. Yeah, I definitely think that, because I think they realize they don't really have a lot of size out there that can guard Nikola Vucevic. So that means you want to try to keep Jokic out there for every minute that Vooch plays. So when he sits, you're going to see Jokic sit. I understand that Patrick Williams is not scoring a lot of points, but he's definitely doing a lot of other things. That's what I do like. Yes, that's been the thing, right? With Patrick Williams, you have to find a way to impact the game, even when you're not shooting, even when your numbers not getting called to be a big part of the offense. There's a reason why he's played 12 minutes so far. Now he does have 5 points. He has gone. Oh, he has 2 points. Sorry, I cross-eyed on that a little bit. 2 rebounds, 3 assists from him right now. No fouls, 1 turnover. And he has 2 block shots this Patrick Williams. That's solid production from a bench player. That is solid production from Patrick Williams right now. Nuggets look like they barely trying. I don't know where you got that at. I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all, that they're barely trying. I really wonder which one of these players are secretly tuned into this channel on a daily basis. That's funny. I highly doubt they know who my crazy ass is. Keyword sustainability. Keep this same energy in the second half, and we'll probably close this out. Completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. Joe the Blacksmith in the building says, when this team plays with confidence against a team they beat repeatedly last season, they play more decisively. Fear is the mind killer. Bulls would beat the Nuggets in the 7 games. I don't know. Listen. Mike Malone is so much better of a coach at adjustments. I wouldn't say that the Bulls can beat the Nuggets in the 7-game series. I just wouldn't say that. P. Will is getting lost on some of these switches, leading to easy buckets on the other end. He's got to drive more. Great points there. The Bulls need a few players to be more consistent with their shots, like Zach and DeMar, Vooch and Kobe. P. Will, brother, better take the ball to the basket. He needs to, right? He definitely needs to, especially coming off a pin down or pick and roll. Mari out with hamstring tightness. Caruso balling. Pat doing much better too. Yeah, for sure. They have to win this game. Hey, Haize, I like how Javon Carter's playing right now, but Billy needs to ride the hot hand instead of subbing them out when they go on a scoring spree. That's from Immortal Beast. Completely 100% agree with you on that one. Bulls Daily says, Haize, what app can I watch the game on? NBA League Pass, finesse me. I can't watch local games in my area. Listen, I only use League Pass. So get you a VPN. Then you can watch it wherever you want to. There you go. Didn't like Billy taking out Javon when he was heating up for a cold Kobe. Listen, that's going to be a thing that I'm sure a lot of people say, and that's a Billy Donovan thing. That is really a Billy Donovan thing. Do you think if Kobe doesn't turn it on, we'll see more IO? Keep in mind, IO's out this game. So if you mean over the course of the season, I think you're probably going to see more Javon Carter if Kobe doesn't turn it on than you would necessarily IO. But again, in this game, IO Dosunmu was out. Caruso went out after he came back because of shoulder. It looked like he landed on it after Gordon fouled. That sucks, man. Celtics last unbeaten team. Listen, the Celtics are a dangerous team. Got to come into the third focused and locked in. Teams be killing us in the third. Yeah, or late in the fourth too. But yeah, that the third quarters have been the struggle for the Bulls for like 2 years now. Billy changes players like he changes gum packs. That is hilarious. That's funny. I got NBA TV. They don't stream games in my local area, so I just got finessed out of 20. That sucks. That sucks. Every team that was beating the Bulls went on losing streaks right after us. Well, we broke the Indiana Pacers, and that wasn't even we didn't even lose to them. Like the Indiana Pacers got broken. We completely broke them. But I'm sure they're going to turn it back on, right? I think they'll turn it back on eventually. So NBA just needs a free streaming channel like the other three major sports have on some of the free ad-supported streaming services, or have an option to pay for the radio broadcast like MLB does. Bulls for Life says Billy is an idiot. That's it. That's the whole comment. That's funny. That's funny. They just beat Cleveland good. Glad they did. I hate Cleveland as a city and as a team. The Denver Orbit Gym factory got robbed last night. Sources say they saw a Bulls clown car driving away from the scene. That's stupid. Y'all in here sharing how to illegally stream. What y'all doing, man? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? But yeah, how else you guys feeling about this game? How you feeling about the play of Patrick Williams? How you feeling about Javon Carter? Like what let me know something. Let's see. Black Prophet says, I'm sorry, but the NBA is not giving away games for free. Their ratings have suffered for the past few seasons. Hornets beat the Pacers by 1. The Javon fakes getting Nuggets jumping all over the place. Then the assist to Drummond for the dunk was sick. That assist to Drummond was nice. Was nice. Australians are free says Pat's been doing better. He got a bit more hustle in the paint. Someone needs to remind him daily how big he is. Hey, shout out to the I, that's probably a better sound effect for Dwight, right? Anyway, I'm trying to stop. I am trying to stop the Dwight Howard jokes. I'm really trying to stop. Um, that's crazy. I went with NBA League Pass, but it's highway robbery, so I said F it. Listen, I've been subscribed to League Pass for probably the last 5 or 6 years in a row, and it's great. As somebody who watches all of as much basketball as possible, and then G League too, like I love having NBA League Pass. Hey, other teams announcers, they seem biased. Stacey and the other guy don't seem that way very often. Oh yeah, for sure. Stacey and Adam are really good at giving both sides of it. Pat hustle a lot more this game. Really encouraged by his defense and block on Joker. Hey, listen, getting active. That's what it comes down to with Pat. Be active. I would like for Pat to attack the baseline like Ronnie Brewer did for us back in the day. That is a great Ronnie Brewer. Absolutely, that little baseline thing you would did with the hook under and then come on the other side of the basket. That was a great move from a player that wasn't overly athletic but found a way to get it done. All the work DeRozan do in the offseason, you think he'd work on defense. Listen, some things, and I always say this, right? Some people can work on something every single day and give their all, but the best they can do is as a D. That's what DeRozan is on defense. He's never going to be a solid defender. He just isn't. So, that's what it is. He can work all day, all night. He's never going to be a solid defender. Just is what it is with DeMar DeRozan. My job just signed a partnership with the NBA to use League Pass on our bikes. Well, shout out to that. But all right, game's back on, guys. I see you guys here post game. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button on your way out. Go Bulls. See Red. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.